today I'm gonna show you how you can get this look, and I like the little glitter parts underneath the eye, makes it a little bit sparkling. I'm gonna do this look by using the Zoeva Caramel Melange palette, and this is one of my favorite palettes from Zoeva. I really like the warmth in this palette, all the warm colors, and I'm only gonna use this palette on my eyes today. So if you want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. The first thing I'm doing is I'm taking the very lightest color in the palette and just setting my area. I have already primed it with my concealer, so I'm just setting it down a little bit more. And then I'm going in with a coral color, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just point out my crease. And I don't want it to be rounded, I want it to be more like sharp on the edge. So I'm just slightly pointing it out, and I'm going kind of far in. Now I'm just carving out where I want to have the definition of the crease. And when I have the shape I want, I just take off the extra product on the brush and start blending it with the same brush. Just blending it upwards. Then I'm going in with the same brush and picking up the Universal Delight color and starting to blend that one upwards in the crease. Picking up a little more of the aftertaste color. Going a little bit lower this time in the crease. Not all the way down, but just a little bit lower. And what I'm gonna do now is I want to carve out like the shape here. As you see, I want to have it kind of sharp. Ben Nye powder, you can take any powder you have. Slightly dust it where I want to have the sharp edge. And this is so easy to, when you're done after, to just dust off the product. Next, on a smaller brush, I'm picking up Finish Sensual. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just packing this one onto my outer corner. So first just packing it on. And I'm using a smaller brush so I can be a little more precise, because I just want to have this in my outer corners. Slightly start to blend it out a little bit in the edge and a little bit up. So you have a blended effect here. I'm picking up a little more of the aftertaste color just to blend this darker color a little bit here in the crease. Blend it a little bit upwards. NARS concealer, and this is in the color Light Vanilla. And I'm gonna carve out the parts where I want to have the bold color. So I'm going in here. And this, when you put the concealer underneath, the shimmer shadows will pop more and they will stay much better. So I'm dragging it up a little bit here in the front, since I'm gonna take that golden color up a little bit. And then I go until I reach half my lid. So you don't want to take this too far back. Then I'm picking up the color Liquid Center, and I absolutely love this color. It's so beautiful and so intense. And we want to put this just in the middle part, so we don't want to drag it too far into the inner corner. So more in the middle part of the eye. And slightly just blending it out a little bit where we put the darker brown color. And then I'm going into the color Almost Burnt, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corners. And the same thing here, I'm blending it into the other shimmer shadow, so it's all nice and blended. This I'm going a little bit up So we fade it a little bit in to the aftertaste shade, this burnt orange shade. Then we're just dusting off the powder that we put here. Taking a fluffy brush, and I'm going into the wax paper, the lightest color in the palette, and I'm just gonna pop that underneath my brow bone. And then I'm picking up on the same brush, I'm just swirling it off the excess color, and then I'm going into the aftertaste color once again. And I'm gonna start in the inner part and go all the way out. So I'm blending this with the darker shade also. Now I want to go in and do a winged liner, but I don't want to go crazy with a winged liner. I just want to have most of the liner in the outer part. Next I'm going in with a kohl liner, and I'm using the Wet n Wild kohl liner. And I'm gonna start by putting it on my upper lash line. And this I put all the way in. So you will see that to paint the upper lash line will actually create the liner all the way in without being like a liner on top. I like that way more to this look, so we get this like cat eye effect. And the last part is Urban Decay Heavy Metal in the color Midnight Cowboy. And I'm just gonna put this underneath my winged liner and a little bit in underneath my lash line, my lower lash line. So I'm gonna start by putting it underneath my lower lash line, just in the outer corners. And I'm dragging it underneath just slightly, and a little bit further. I'm gonna start by sculpting my face, and I'm using the Ben Nye palette. This is an eyeshadow palette, but I use it for everything, so I really love it. I'm going into this light brown shade and starting to carve out my cheekbones. I like to drag it up a little bit and then blending. I like to take it also underneath my jawline. For blush today I'm gonna use my NARS Orgasm. I'm not crazy about this blush, but I think it will be pretty to this look that I'm doing today. And to blend it out a little bit, I'm gonna take my Luminous Light and just go on top of it and just blend it out a little bit. Gives it a little more shine. For highlighter I'm gonna use the Makeup Geek by Kathleen Light, and I'm gonna go in to the lightest one. I do really love this highlighting palette. I think they did an amazing job with it. For lip color I am going to use the Kat Von D Lolita 2. And to finishing off, I'm using my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And I like to go over it a little bit to take away if there's any powderiness going on. And lastly, I will just highlight my Cupid bones a little bit. And I'm going into the same light color in the same palette. So this is the final look, and I hope you guys like it. I do really like this look. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you never miss another beauty video. So with that being said, I just hope I see you guys in my next video. Bye!